Before people move to the Las Vegas area, they're doing a lot of research in regards to some concerning things that people ask me a lot of questions about when it comes to moving and living here in Las Vegas. Number one, water. Is the water going to go away? Is there going to be enough water for everybody that's here? They talk to us about the schools. They're concerned about the schools. They're concerned about healthcare. They're concerned about the weather. So all of these things in today's video we are going to go over, and we're going to help sort of kind of clarify some of these things and demystify some of this stuff that's not just sort of the clickbait stuff that's out there because it happens to be Las Vegas, so that you can really make sure you're making the right move when it comes to moving here to Las Vegas or living here in the Las Vegas area. And as we always like to say on our channel, let the show begin, because we are getting after it right now. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are jumping straight into these concerns that people are having in regards to moving and living here in the Las Vegas area. Let's talk about one of the big ones, and that's definitely going to be our weather. So yes, it can be hot here in the Las Vegas area. Now, I think we got to understand the difference between, like, Atlanta hot, Houston hot, those different areas hot, the South hot, all those different types of things compared to here in Las Vegas. I've lived in different areas, and the heat that we feel here, yes, you can feel it. Trust me, you can feel it. But the 100-degree weather is easier, I believe, to deal with than it is to deal with some like 80-degree weathers in Houston or 80-degree weathers down in Atlanta or whatever those things, because the weather in Houston and those different areas, it feels thicker and damper, and it really feels like, my gosh, you can feel it. So when it gets up to 110 and 115, yes, we here in the Las Vegas area, we're used to dealing with ACs. We're used to driving in our cars. We're used to running into our homes that have AC, running to stores that have AC. All of those things are going on. So yes, the weather is extremely hot, but yet at the same time, we have a lot of different things that we do to counter that. Of course, we have our beautiful pool season and everything else that we have going on. But any day of the week, I would take 115 over the 80 that I have felt, like in New York City, I felt in Houston, I felt in all those other places. Love all these other different places, but I just want you guys to really understand what you feel as 75, 85% or 75, 80 degrees where you are. Like, say if you're in Atlanta and all those other places, don't think of it being 115 degrees where you are. That's a different number. Our 115 is probably closer to like your 85 or something like that in your different areas. So I just want people to really think about the weather in that sense. Please, it is a desert. It is definitely hot. I'm not trying to convince you that it's not hot. July, August, even mid-June, July, August. Yeah, a lot of us get out of town, we travel, we go to cooler places and all those different types of things. But don't think the same way in regards to what you're feeling 70, 80 degrees where you are, and then trying to add up to 115. It's not like that at all. We're probably equivalent to maybe your 75, your 85 degree weather in some of those other areas. So I hope that helps out. The next thing that people bring up as a big concern for them when it comes to moving here, living here in the Las Vegas area, is going to be 100% our water. It's the desert. So it's an easy target, I think, for the media and everyone else to go, okay, well, Las Vegas is going to run out of water. And it's there. I'm not trying to pretend that it's not a concern. It is a concern. Yet it's quite different than most people are spinning it. The media is spinning it. We've had a lot of people move here. We've had a huge increase of people that are moving here to the Las Vegas area. Yet still, even with that huge increase in regards to people moving here to the Las Vegas area, Las Vegas and Nevada, we have still had one of the strongest and the most aggressive water conservation systems that are out there. And the different things that we do here as locals to make sure we stay on top of our water usage. It has not been touched anywhere else, I believe, in the nation in regards to what we do with our water conservation. You can check with the Southern Nevada Water District. You can use their website as well to make sure you update yourself in regards to some of these water concerns. But some of the things that I know that we're definitely doing is we are replacing our landscaping. A lot of our landscaping here, from our residential to our commercial area, we're taking out our natural grass and we're putting in some of the turf and all those different types of things. There are going to be people that have concerns concerns in regards to even using turf, and rightfully so. The science behind all of that is still out there. People are still weighing in on the usage of it and the health use of it and all usage of it and all those different types of things. That's there. I'm not a professional in that sense. I won't pretend like I am that person, but I'm aware that some people are even concerned with using turf and all those different types of things. But yet at the same time, these are things that do not require water usage. So we are definitely leaning more towards that desert landscaping, which saves us tons. We are also limiting. We have a new system in regards to our pools, as far as the size of the pools that we can put into our new constructions and our new homes. So leaning a little bit more towards those resales, a little older resales, you may find a larger pool there. But now I believe the number is 600 square feet. I think here in Las Vegas, on average, we're about 475 is the square footage of the pools that we have on average. Double check this information for me with, again, like I said, the Southern Nevada Water District. Their website will give you all of this updated, most current, and the most correct information. Yet again, living here now for 23 years, even before I lived here, I was looking into the water and everything else. There has always been this myth. There's always been this easy target of Las Vegas is running out of water. Let's talk about the obvious. Lake Mead, the water is definitely going down. It is going down. But it is a massive lake. It is a massive, huge lake. And what people need to also understand is we don't necessarily get all of our water from Lake Mead. We are also using the Colorado River. We have set aside for us for about 4% in regards to what we use from the Colorado River. But we have other states around us as well. California, Utah, and Arizona, as well as Nevada. The four of us, we get most of our water from the Colorado. And again, we're using less than 4%. That is a huge number that is basically doing a lot for us in regards to our water conservation. So everything from the landscaping, everything from the times when you can water, the times that you can't water, the time, the amount of the size of the pool, all those different types of things. And then also where we're getting our water usage from. Lake Mead, yes, but we're also getting predominantly most of our water from the Colorado. So please do your own homework. Make sure you're comfortable. But again, I would love for you to look at the Southern Nevada Water District as far as their website, and then really research it more. Because again, the media has to do what they have to do to clickbait and to sell whatever they sell in that regards, and talk to us about, it's Las Vegas. They're going to run out of water. It's not going to have enough water for people to drink. And again, like I said, it is a huge concern. I am not downplaying the fact that we have definitely lost water in Lake Mead. But yet at the same time, I'm just going to encourage you to make sure you go out there and you do a lot of your own homework and check that out. And most people, after they've done that, that's really given them a lot of comfort after they've done that research. So that was definitely a huge concern that I hear a lot from people that are moving here and living here in the Las Vegas area. And I think this is number 3. I'll get the numbers up, so I'll just say number next in that regard. So the next thing that we're going to talk to you about definitely is the affordability. Las Vegas is well known, has been well known for being a very affordable in regards to people living here, lifestyle, homes, all of those different types of things have always been perceived to be affordable. They are definitely becoming much more expensive here. So I definitely want to make sure that we talk about that. That's a big concern. Some people are definitely concerned with housing. Housing, I think right now we're probably up to 475,000 is 78,000 is probably the average home here as far as entry into the purchasing of homes. And that's definitely big. That's a huge difference from when I first moved here 23 years ago. I think it was in the 200s. I think we're maybe like 220 something, but that was 23 years ago. So yes, we have increased. And yes, we're getting a lot of people from Seattle. We're getting a lot of people from California. We're getting a lot of people from all these different areas, China, all these different areas that are moving here and that are not looking at our prices as a very expensive number, because they're used to maybe a $475,000 house being like $1.2 million where they come from. So they're getting much more home here. They're getting a better quality home in that regard. And they're getting not necessarily always more space, That's something that people have to be aware of when you first move here. Talk to us, reach out to us. We'll help you understand those different types of things. But again, they're seeing their money definitely go further in regards to affordability. And again, as a lot of people know, we still do not, hopefully we are going to be bringing this on, but we do not have state income taxes here. That saves a lot of people money. People from California, they're seeing 13, 14% of money back in their pockets because they do not have to pay for those taxes, or they're not paying for those taxes that they have in California. Even when it comes to them selling their properties there's certain taxes that we don't necessarily deal with here that you're dealing with in California and some of these other places. So a lot of affordability is definitely happening here in Las Vegas. So it is concerning, but it's growing. It's definitely getting more expensive, but it is not expensive in regards to it being a little bit more reasonable for those people that are coming from those larger cities feeding into the Las Vegas area. And of course, this is a big one here. We want to know, or a lot of my people want to know, if Las Vegas is great for families. And it's not just families in the sense of just families that have kids, but it's my couples. They want to know if it's great for families. It's my individual person, or my single person. A single person is considered a family. My individual person wants to know, is it a great space? Is it a great place for me in that sense? Is it a great place for our families? Is it a great place for our kids? Now, I do not have children personally, but yet at the same time, I've helped a lot of people move here with children. They have seen that Vegas is definitely much more family oriented. There's tons of wonderful, beautiful kids museums. There's tons of wet parks, and there's tons of outdoor activity that kids can definitely be involved in. There's tons of post-school, after-school activities. There's sports and all of those different types of things. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen the soccer field completely packed. Every time I go and play tennis, that field is always packed with the kids playing soccer. Multiple games are going on and all those different types of things. So again, don't think Las Vegas Strip and think somehow all of us raising our kids on the Las Vegas Strip or something to that effect. People are living their lives away from the Strip. That is Las Vegas. That is what we know. It is not just always about the Strip. So yes, 100% families are moving here to the Las Vegas area. Families are living here in the Las Vegas area, and they are enjoying it, and they're loving it, and they're seeing that it is a great area for their kids to actually grow up and experience outdoors, experience neighborhoods, experience places of faith if that's something that's important for you and your family. Great schools. All of those different types of things are here in the Las Vegas area, and proud to say yes, families are loving living in Las Vegas. Now, these next two, I'm going to sort of throw them together. We're going to talk about transient people or the fact that Las Vegas can be very transient, and we're also going to talk about lifestyle of Las Vegas. So first, when it comes to connecting, meeting people, all those kind of great things. When I first moved here, I felt like a lot of my friends were coming and going. They weren't really staying here in Las Vegas. They weren't really committed. But yet at the same time, as I started to live here, started connecting with more of the community, starting to get more involved with different clubs, started to get more involved in the community as far as giving back to the community and all those different types of things, I started to meet a lot more people for sure. We started to meet a lot more people. Vince has been here for a long time. I don't want to say how long Vince has been here, but Vince has been here for a very long time. I'd say, yeah, a long time. So we definitely know a lot of the locals and all those kind of things. I can't walk down the street at all with someone knowing Vince and everything else. And I'm like, my God, my guys are like the little mayor of Las Vegas. But at the same time, that is the community as well. People that know and they live here, that have had families here. It is still a small town to them because you are still knowing all of the locals of Las Vegas. So there is that feeling of connection. There is that family, that sense of community here in Las Vegas. Yes, if you come in here and you look at the Las Vegas Strip and you think, how can you meet friends and everything else? I'm sure you can, but at the same time, I'm sure that's also would be a little tougher too, because if you're thinking that particular kind of lifestyle, you're here partying, all of that, that's going to have you coming and going and leaving this area quite often. So sure, it could be tough in regards to connecting with people and having friendships and everything else. So a lot of people can be transient in that sense, coming in, living here for a few years and living or leaving after that. But yet at the same time, I have had a lot of friends here in Las Vegas for more than 10, 15 years in the Las Vegas area as well. So it can happen. You have to put some effort into it. You definitely have to work and you have to put some effort into it. You have to be intentional about going out into the community, connecting with the community, and meeting friends and meeting families that way. People that have kids in their families. That's a great way also for you to get out and be involved. You can get your kids into your sports or academia or theater, or whatever it may be, and that's a way where you're meeting people as well. So it definitely is a strong sense of community here and a strong sense of, or the ability to be able to meet more people, I say for sure, has, I think, strengthened and grown. Maybe because I've just been a little bit more active in the community is what I've been seeing, okay? So sort of kind of what you put in is what you get out kind of energy, so in that sense. And in regards to the lifestyle of Las Vegas, again, people think Vegas, they think the Strip. Hopefully by this time you understand that it isn't just all about the Strip. People are doing lots of things away from the Strip. People are doing lots of things on the Strip, and they're still having a great, wonderful lifestyle here. Again, food is incredible. Entertainment is incredible. We have our Golden Knights. We have our Las Vegas Aces. The Golden Knights, we Stanley Cup champions. The Las Vegas Aces, three times they are the world champions. 3 times our ladies basketball, we have become the champions. We have always in my head going Oakland Raiders. We have the Las Vegas Raiders. We have just taken on the Las Vegas Aces. The Las Vegas Athletics were just here doing some games out at our softball field in the Summerlin area. We have, I think we just now secured an NBA team or maybe a franchise, something to that effect. I think that's also here. So a lot of sports and all those different types of things are already here, and people are enjoying that. People are enjoying the outdoors like I've talked about before. You can do biking, you can do mopeding around the Mount Charleston area, you can do skiing, you can do rock climbing, you can do horseback riding, you can do all of these things here. You can play tennis like I love to do. You can do so much in regards to the outdoors here in Las Vegas with so many hundreds of beautiful days of weather here that the lifestyle is absolutely wonderful. And then for those who just want to do absolutely nothing, there is that beautiful side of Las Vegas as well, where you can just be in your home, you can relax, be with your friends and everything else, whatever that may be, and you can just have a wonderful, quiet Las Vegas, which is a side that a lot of people don't realize. So again, I hope those 10 things or so that I talked to you about are some of those biggest concerns that we've been hearing from some of our clients that have moved here and that we have helped move here to the Las Vegas area. The biggest thing I would say at this point, if you are still interested after hearing all those things, please make sure you click down below. We do have an option for you to be able to set up a consultation with us, do a quick little intake form. We can set up a Zoom with you. We can talk to you more about what your criteria is, what you're looking for in regards to timing and price of home and all those different types of things. And we would love to help you make your smooth transition here to the Las Vegas area so we can say you are now living in the Las Vegas area. So with that, we will see you in our next video. Take care.